Your presence here isn't random. Something in you is ready to rise. Before we begin, click the subscribe button so that way this content reaches more men who need to hear this kind of message. Chapter 1: The Kingdom of Expectations. Every man eventually reaches a moment where the fog clears and the truth stands unmasked. Some women don't desire partnership, they desire possession, not the healthy kind, not the kind rooted in unity or shared purpose, but the kind where you become a tool, a resource, a symbol she can wield when it benefits her image. She wants a knight she can summon with a whisper, a man who appears instantly, a man who bends without question, a man who carries burdens she created. She wants a king only when the crown shines. She rejects the weight of the throne. She avoids the responsibility that comes with royalty. She wants the glory without the grit. She craves the pedestal, the protection, the provision, the praise, but she resists the accountability that shapes a queen. She wants the title without the transformation. She wants the crown without the character. She wants the benefits of royalty without the discipline that sustains it. A queen is forged through self-reflection, emotional maturity, and the willingness to grow. But a pretender avoids all three. If your spirit is steady, remain present. The truth only sharpens from here. Chapter 2: The Delusion of the Modern Princess. She desires leadership only when it mirrors her preferences. She praises your strength when it benefits her comfort, but labels it oppressive when it challenges her impulses. She wants protection, but only when she approves the threat. If you defend her from something she doesn't acknowledge, she calls it overreaction. She wants provision, but rejects direction. She wants stability, but refuses structure. She wants devotion, but entertains attention from every angle. She keeps escape routes open while demanding your loyalty. She expects commitment while maintaining options. She wants the security of a relationship with the freedom of a single woman. And when you address the contradiction, she doesn't reflect, she deflects. She says things like, "You're insecure. You are controlling. You are threatened by my independence. You're not a real man." Never let any of that get to you, because you and I both know these phrases aren't the truth. They are shields. They are verbal smoke bombs designed to protect her ego from the discomfort of accountability. You didn't offend her. You disrupted her illusion. I see that your discipline is still visible. Hold your center. Chapter 3. She wants to be seen by every man. She craves attention like oxygen, not because she lacks confidence, but because validation has become her currency. She has male friends, male admirers, male orbiters, male compliments, male curiosity. She collects them like trophies, each one feeding the illusion of desirability she depends on. She wants to be the center of every room, the topic of every conversation, the fantasy of every man who glances her way. But she expects you to remain silent. She expects you to swallow discomfort. She expects you to pretend you don't see the pattern. If you speak with honesty, she labels you jealous. If you set boundaries, she calls you insecure. If you express standards, she accuses you of control. But attention is not harmless. Attention is influence, energy, access. See, a woman who understands her value guards her presence with intention. She doesn't scatter her aura across every male gaze. She doesn't perform for validation. She builds a life that commands respect without begging for it. A queen doesn't need an audience. She needs alignment. It's good that you're still here. That means your mindset is shifting. Chapter 4. The double standard of respect. She demands respect even when she offers none. She expects peace after she creates chaos. She wants understanding while refusing introspection. She wants you calm, measured, stoic, and composed, while she remains reactive, unfiltered, and emotionally volatile. She wants you to be the anchor while she behaves like the storm. She expects you to absorb her outbursts, endure her disrespect, and maintain your composure as if your humanity is optional. But respect is not a one-way exchange. Respect is a cycle, rhythm, a mutual agreement. The queen understands reciprocity. She understands that leadership thrives on balance. She understands that partnership requires emotional discipline. A pretender demands what she does not give. A queen contributes what she expects. So let your calm sharpen your perception as we move into this next chapter. The victim role. I'm just a woman. When accountability approaches, her posture shifts. Suddenly, she becomes delicate, overwhelmed, misunderstood. I'm just a woman. This phrase becomes a shield, a way to avoid responsibility, a way to escape the consequences of her choices. She weaponizes softness, vulnerability, fragility as a strategy. But a queen does not hide behind excuses. A queen does not collapse under truth. A real queen does not retreat into helplessness. A true divine feminine queen stands in her reflection, confronts her patterns, grows through discomfort. Victimhood is a costume, accountability is a crown. Your aura is steady. Let's continue moving forward. Chapter 6. The King's Burden and His Breaking Point. A king carries weight silently. He absorbs pressure without complaint. He rebuilds what others destroy. He stands firm when others fold. But even kings have limits. You cannot guide someone who rejects direction. You cannot protect someone who weaponizes vulnerability. You cannot build with someone who only consumes. And you also cannot lead someone who resists structure. Because a king's strength is not infinite. His patience is not bottomless. His endurance is not eternal. His armor was crafted for purpose, not punishment. His discipline was forged for legacy, not chaos. His leadership was shaped for partnership, not servitude. The right woman does not drain him. She strengthens him. She does not demand his armor. She builds her own. She does not fear his power. She aligns with it. A queen multiplies a king's energy, but a pretender will always drain it. I'm noticing your calm is your advantage, so let's stay centered, moving forward. Chapter 7. The Mirror of Accountability. This message is not an attack. It is a mirror. A queen is not shaped by attention. A queen is not defined by entitlement. A queen is not elevated by performance. A queen is built through discipline, self-awareness, loyalty, emotional control, reciprocity, grace under pressure, integrity in silence, strength in vulnerability, wisdom in conflict. A queen does not demand a king. She becomes aligned with one. A pretender wants the crown, but a queen earns the crown. Your awareness is steady rising. Let's finish this strong. Chapter 8. The King's Final Word. A king does not seek perfection. He seeks alignment. A woman who understands that royalty is responsibility, not performance. A woman who recognizes that respect is foundational, not optional. A woman who embraces accountability as growth, not criticism. Being a queen is not about being worshipped. It is about being worthy. Until she embraces that truth, she will desire a king, but resist discipline that shapes one. A king does not chase chaos. He builds legacy. He protects peace. He honors purpose. And the woman who stands beside him must be willing to rise to that standard. If you've reached the end, your aura is different by now. Welcome to the Calm Aura universe. Before you go, subscribe and join a community built on calm, masculine power, discipline, and self-mastery.